between Europeans and South Americans. Netherlands and Chile, Argentina and Germany, both ended in a 3-3 tie. Both went into the shootout, and both ended with the South Americans emerging triumphant. So Marquito in the Argentine booth would certainly celebrate. Kun Agüero is certainly celebrating as well. Let's talk about this guy right here, Haris El Moutaki. Why are we talking about him? Because he scored 4 goals. He was an absolute nightmare for the Poles, and this game, John, was extraordinary to watch as well.
Yeah, I think the Poles initially looked a bit stronger, and then they got swept away with some fine finishing. Was that number 0 on the back? But it certainly did not harm him.
Yeah, everything went right for him, even with this free kick from range, off the post, off the Polish goalkeeper, in to the back of the net. Keeping in mind, Algeria secured their first victory in the competition on their debut and are now level at the top of the table in this Group C alongside Italy, who, of course, as a reminder, beat France 8-0. We also got to talk about Hakemis, the president of Team Algeria. He contributed to Algeria's victory, and he made no mistake from the penalty spot. Here he is, making his Kings League debut by daring to take a president's penalty. A certain amount of luck there, if you ask me.
Yeah, because his body language, his position from the penalty spot was a little bit weird, but he still curls it in. I think he needs to angle his body just a little bit more to give him that range.
How about this? This is something we don't see every day. The earliest red card in a nations. This match right here, just a few seconds in, between Indonesia and India, produced the fastest red card in the history of the competition. Goalkeeper Jaime Joy was sent off, and he's going to miss the next game against Mexico. So India played 5 minutes with 1 player less. What was the word you used to describe this, John? It was so
rush of blood to the head, wasn't it?
A rush of blood to the head. And at this point, we were thinking, well, Indonesia are going to take this one away. They're going to just storm ahead. It wasn't the case. India scored a pair of goals, and one of those goals was voted perhaps the funniest goal of match day 1, and it was scored by Mohamed Asif. He's an outfield player who had to step in as a goalkeeper, and this is what he produced. He went from coast to coast. He didn't just make some great saves, he also put on a show. He scored one of the most entertaining goals of the match day. Look at the manner in which he places that ball over the line. I mean, this is what the Kings universe is all about, right, John? You gotta have some fun, you gotta produce some entertainment, and the Indian number 47 certainly did that.
Yeah, from one angle, he almost misses the header, but as you said, finishes with aplomb.
Yeah, at this point you were thinking that everything was going to work right for India, but Indonesia eventually said, that is not going to be the case. They completed a comeback, and it was quite a comeback. They were down 2-0 at one point, and Indonesia would end up winning the competition despite India's very strong start to the match. Indonesia turned the score around. Reza Yamani scored the winning goal on the match ball in the 41st minute. Do you think Indonesia deserved the win, John, or you thought India also could have come away with the victory?
No, I think for me, all the results, bar the Argentina-Germany match, I think all those teams who got the win deserved the win yesterday afternoon. It was a great turnaround. We saw 2 matches, 2 teams trailing by 2, they came back. That didn't happen on the first day.
Yeah, it's a win for Indonesia despite their president, Atta Halilintar, missing his presidential penalty. Lucky for him, it wouldn't be costly for the side in red and black, winning on their debut, going on to celebrate with the supporters as you see there. So all of this happened yesterday, but today, of course, we have another 2 epic games of round 2. There's a lot of excitement for another Nations match day. The Trident Arena will be packed once again for another thrilling night of Kings, and I think we're going to have a great time again today because we have this game coming up. Italy versus Poland, 6 p.m. local time here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. An hour after that, Colombia versus the Netherlands in that later game. Both teams looking for a rebound win. We have Poland right now looking for a rebound win against Italy, but it's going to be tough after what we saw from the Italians, right? Italy has prepared very well for today's match against Poland. They had time, and they're coming from a 8-0 victory over France, scoring 8 goals, not conceding any. So the Italians are brewing in confidence, and this is a player we're going to hear a lot from. Matteo Perotti, we talked about this guy in the Kings League in Europe, at the Kings League in Italy, and we're talking about him now. He scored 4 goals, one of them a goal as a star player.
Polish lesson 1. Repeat after me. My favorite player is Lewandowski. Moim ulubionym piłkarzem jest Lewandowski. Lewandowski, 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 Lewandowski.
Oh Ale, stiamo iniziando a scaldarci, andiamo.
Lewandowski! Lewandowski! Lewandowski!
Allora Ale, qual è il giocatore che ti spaventa di più della Polonia?
Lewandowski!
Mi raccomando ragazzi, tutti carichi per oggi, Italia-Polonia.
Lewandowski! Lewandowski! Lewandowski!
Yeah, totally understandable there that the Italians like Robert Lewandowski. Who doesn't like the legendary Polish striker who is connected to their team in the Kings League? All right, let's have a look at the arrival of Team Italia here at the Trident Arena. The Italians showed in their very first match that they have really stepped things up compared to last year's tournament. They didn't start their journey well in Italy, losing their opening game 3-1 to Japan, but what a way to rebound on Brazilian turf. A resounding 8-0 win over France, the biggest victory of the nation's 2026 so far. You know, John, I believe Italy and Spain are the 2 best teams in the competition thus far.
Yeah, we're seeing behind the scenes here, of course, but yeah, those sides you mentioned, very strong. Italy were very good at playing the card when the match was at stalemate. They used that special card, Perotti, to great advantage, and that made the difference.
Yeah, the star player card. That's when he scored one of his 4 goals. This is the arrival of Team Poland, playing for their 2nd consecutive days. So we're going to see how this team is going to perform physically, if they're fatigued, if they're tired. Poland coming from a 8-5 defeat to Algeria, a second half in that match against the Africans that certainly compensated for what we saw in the first. You got to keep an eye on, of course, the number 10. I'll tell you right now, Norbert Jasak, 3 goals, a hat-trick, and an assist as well. Still wasn't enough to avoid the defeat from the side from their president, Isak, who converted his presidential penalty. So the Polish side, as you can see, arrived very much focused, knowing that another slip-up could leave them almost out of the competition. Colombia are very focused as well. They played yesterday, and today they play again against the Netherlands, a very, very important game. That's why the head coach you see right there, Pipe Verdirami, the Argentine coach who led Colombia to the final of the Nations in Italy, is preparing his team mentally. This was the talk given by the Aniquiladores coach to his players in this match, Colombia versus the Netherlands. John, do you think there's a favorite?
Yeah, I think the physical factor, of course, is going to be an issue because a couple of these sides we're going to see now played yesterday afternoon, so they'd not had that long to rest. Italy with the advantage over Poland because they've had that 24-hour recovery, but physical determination, mental concentration are big keys here. Yeah,
concentration will be crucial. Here's Chatmo. He made his debut with a goal, scoring his very first goal in the Kings League. The captain of the Dutch national team making his debut, boldly stepping up to take this pressure penalty when the Netherlands were down against Chile. Arturo Vidal, you saw right there, didn't really like it. Despite his goal, the Netherlands national team were unable to start with a win after a 3-3 tie. They went into the shootout mode, eventually losing to the South Americans 3-1. So with this first defeat, their qualification for the next stage becomes a little bit more complicated. So a victory today against Colombia will be very important for their future. All in all, high stakes. There's a lot on the table between Colombians and the Dutch in the later game. Before that, we got this excellent clash right here between Poland and Italy. Both teams warming up, gearing up, and getting ready to go for the first half, the first chapter, the first 20 minutes of playing time. This is the game that's going to kick off match day 2 of the Kings World Cup of Nations here in Brazil 2026. From wherever you're watching us around planet Earth, we're certainly very, very happy to have you here with us. Please communicate with us in the chat, okay? Tell us where you're watching this game from. Tell us if you're enjoying the broadcast. Make sure to share the YouTube link, the broadcast, with as many people as possible. The more, the merrier, okay? Tell us where you're watching this game from. Make sure to check out our website, kingsleague.pro. Get your tickets, get your merchandise, check out the statistics. Now, we want to introduce you to the Allianz Parque, the famous stadium here in São Paulo. Here it is.
Allianz Parque, estamos de volta.
Make sure to get your tickets on our website, kingsleague.pro. The final January 17th at the Allianz Parque in São Paulo. That is the place to be. Very, very important. I don't know about you, John. I certainly know about you, buddy, but we are...
You think you know.
But we're looking forward to that day.
I'm getting
We're
my
going to be there. We're going to be there.
I'm getting my we're going to be there, but we're also getting tickets as well.
We're also getting tickets.
Friends,
and if you want to meet
family,
John Cottrell...
which is probably not a good idea.
No, it's an excellent idea. I guarantee from wherever you're watching us around the globe, you want to be there January 17th. Host Brazil, defending champions. Everyone expects Brazil to be there after what we saw against Spain. You know, my friend, I'm not so sure about that.
And also the venue is absolutely magnificent, home of Palmeiras. So get your tickets when you can. Well, this man here, the muscular biceps and triceps, is a bit like you, Anthony Wells, isn't he? The Poland number 10, the kind of a big He-Man type figure out there.
Well, perhaps back in the day, my friend, during my college days. Right now, not so much. Look at the energy here at the Trident Arena. The Polish fans making their presence known, their voices heard. Here's the Polish team, focused, and concentrated.
You know, we know that Italy thumped France, and we were just talking about him now. You can recognise him. He's got his shorts down at the moment, but we'll have the shorts tucked up into somewhere very shortly. But I think, you know, I don't want to be the kiss of death of Poland here, but I've got a feeling they might just spring a surprise on the Italians.
Yeah, Norbert Jasak, not only 3 goals and assist as well in that match against Algeria, and it still wasn't enough to avoid the defeat. That really tells you as to the performance of Algeria beating this very good Polish side. On the other side, we got this guy, Matteo Perotti. We were talking about him at the Kings League in Europe. We were talking about him at the Kings League in Italy. MVPs, assists, top scores, and we are talking about him now at the competition here in Brazil. Out of the 8 goals against Poland versus Italy. John, I'll hand things off to you, buddy. You take it from here. Just to wrap up on Perotti, out of the 8 goals against France, 5 accredited to his name.
Yeah, Italy played an absolutely perfect match against France. They did it all right. They've got the skills, they've got the technical ability, they've got the mental determination. They also know how to play the game, how to play the cards. National anthems coming up. That's the Poles, let's hear from the Italians. Shortly, Poland against Italy, our first two matches tonight. Remember, get involved, vote for you want to see right from kickoff here in the KWCN live and direct from the city of Sao Paulo. I know you love a time report, so 2 minutes to 6 local time. Temperatures outside a lot cooler than of late. It's around 23 degrees, probably going to be about 31 during the week. But inside this air-conditioned arena, there's a playing surface which is absolutely immaculate. Conditions are all right. Anthony, what's in store for us?
Yeah, I'm very thankful for the time update and the weather report as well, my friend.
Poland and Italy out. We'll look at the teams in a second. Trident Arena in the mega city, including the keepers, of course. But who is going to get the ball as it drops from the ceiling in this arena? Is it height or is it power? It's also the pace, Anthony, as well, of getting from the goal line to that centre circle. Yeah, the dash for the cash, as you like to say, my friend. For me, that's the most important thing. It really is the pace, the speed, the agility also in which you can get to the ball. Very important, right? In the Kings League, it's not just the players who play. It's not only the coaches who make decisions, you, the spectators, you're in a chat around the globe.
are also a part of this universe. That's why in this competition, you can decide, you can vote through the chat which two players will start the climb in each match. From the looks of it, it's going to be Domenico Rossi from Italy and Norbert Jasak, the hat-trick hero in the last game for the Polish. John, we're in for a good one today. I'm excited.
That's an interesting choice if it's going to be Jasak, because it's not the fastest of players you've ever seen. Now this is interesting, Andy. Okay, they've got shootout 33% again, which is normally what teams tend to go for, isn't it, really?
Yeah, absolutely. Shootout, penalty. My favorite card, of course, is the Joker card. You can steal another team's card. You can pick any of the other cards. But with these secret cards, it's not only the cards you have, of course, but it's when and how you use them.
The audience has decided that 1 versus 1. Poland, number 10, Norbert Jasak. Italy, number 8, Domenico Rossi.
Yeah, you got it right. Using your numbers. Yeah, again, such a powerful kind of player, but I'm not sure he's got the pace over 30 yards or so. But it's all part of a tactics as well, because we have seen some players kind of pull up a little bit as well as we count down for the kickoff. Look for the ball in the cage. Here we go then, Poland against Italy. First of 2 matches this evening.
5, 4,
Who's going to get that foot race? Who's going to win the dash for cash?
ready.
I've got my money on Rossi. We shall see. Here they come, racing forwards. Well, it's pretty close, but Rossi just about gets that first touch. And this, Anthony, as we know, these early stages really are so important. This is where we can get a whole hatful of goals.
Yeah, this is the big differential of the Kings universe. Usually you get goals right off the get-go. Almost get one there. But the beginning, right, of the first half, the beginning of the second half as well, they just provide more space for the teams to play. So the chances of scoring, the chances of conceding as well are higher. So we're in for a good one.
Yeah, Zapala did get a touch from the powerful efforts from Gironi. Italy on the attack. Now they can pull that ball back a little quicker, which it does. Goes first time shot and hits it wide. You've got to look around for your teammates in these situations, exploit the situation, get yourself that little bit of space, and also watch out because this number 10 is on the ball now. Okay, and he's going to have a low effort wide.
Yeah, nothing wrong with this earlier effort here from the goalkeeper, Gianmarco Gironi. But to get it right from there, you just needed to be a little bit more precise, a little bit more clinical on that finish, and it wasn't the case. We're now 3v3, counting the goalkeeper, of course.
Yeah, listen to the countdown. Gironi spreads it out wide. Pirotti, star man for Italy against France. 2. Now Rossi inside the area, going nowhere. Jasak with that challenge.
Yeah, that was a good challenge there from Jasak. If you get it wrong, could be a penalty kick.
Got the shorts down fully. Now Rossi, time here. Goes round the long way. Rossi fires home, and Italy strike first with less than 2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, Domenico Rossi, calm, cool, and collected, isn't he? First to beat his man, and then he takes his time to find an angle. Once he sees that space, he pulls the trigger. No chances whatsoever for Patrick Zapala, who concedes his 7th goal of the competition.
Yeah, I said Italy might be in for a little bit of a battle. It's early doors, of course. Quick response required here from the Poles. Can they get it? Miscontrol by Linker. Stumbles somewhat.
9 goals scored by the Italians in the competition. None conceded. Talk about a perfect campaign thus far.
Yeah, they've done everything right, the Italians, but it is early doors. Gironi drifts forward. This is the goal scorer, Rossi. Now Pirotti on the far side tries to go alone. Slides it forward, it's missed. by a long way off target. Lofaso already up to 5 against 5.
Yeah, what a lovely through ball there from Perotti. Lofaso, who has a goal in the competition, was in the right place, right time, not the right finish though.
Is that very hard to dispossess. Poland knowing they need something and almost get it. I think Kironi had it covered.
È vero, sì. Quanti hanno fatti?
Yeah, low effort there from David Linka. Not bad at all, but not good enough to beat the Italian goalkeeper.
A long punt from Kironi.
6.
Again, control letting Lofaso down. Again, you can hear that noise, that little beep telling you more players are about to join the fray. Now Italy moving forward, well cut out. As that, again, didn't have that pace to break away from his opponent, but Italy taking an early lead. Rossi on target.
You look at the physique there from Jasak at times. You're kind of thinking you do not want to go shoulder to shoulder against him.
Yeah, linebacker material, isn't he, really?
Oh, yeah, 100% right there with you, buddy.
Hey, go ahead!
Zapala.
Keeping in mind, beginning at minute 5, the teams can use the secret cards.
Benias almost in.
Attention.
We're closing in on that 5-minute mark.
Włoski obrońca i zobaczmy, czy tutaj
In the background.
Każe grać, także no było takie zagranie, no zobacz.
Wydawało się...
Then just tapped away. So far the Italians looking comfortable. It was fairly even. If you go back to the game against France, fairly even early on, and then suddenly Italy took control and just ghosted past the French opposition with ease.
Yeah, just one goal in a little over 5 minutes. In this universe, not a whole lot.
Also chance for a second and lifted over Marino from close range. The Italians creating a lot more chances.
Zobacz też z jaką łatwością doszli właśnie do tej sytuacji.
Yeah, looks like the nerves got just a little bit better of Nicolo Marino there. We recall, John, the game Poland and Algeria. The Algerians scored in the final kick of the first half when we were in double goal mode.
Come on, let's play!
Physical contact, keeper stayed down, referee's happy with it. Now Italy can break. Lofaso here. Can he pick out a teammate? Decides to go alone. See much of Perotti so far, ghosting in and out this match. But Italy looking smooth, looking comfortable, looking in control.
On at the first split of the Kings League Italy, 30 goals, 11 assists. He also had 4 MVPs and 16 goals at the Kings Cup in Europe, so he's the danger man for the Italians. We saw that against France.
Here come Poland. You can see the dust, the sand being kicked up. It's about a centimetre or so below the artificial grass. It's good, Anthony, isn't it, to have a major kind of hitman out there. However, as Brazil found with Kelvin, it can be a little bit harsh.
You're absolutely right, John. You know what is also absolutely right? The work that UNICEF do in over 190 countries to protect and save the lives and improve the lives as well of the world's most vulnerable children, ensuring access to health, education, and protection from violence, conflict, and poverty.
And this 2025 Kings League, well, in 2025 Kings League joined forces with UNICEF to advance critical causes such as mental health, gender equality, and digital rights, supporting UNICEF's flexible funding so the organisation can act quickly where the need is greatest. The need is greatest here for Poland to get themselves into the game.
Yeah, and just to remind our viewers, up until minute 17 of this first half, the teams can use the secret cards and the president penalty. The secret cards are the little green you see there, and the president penalty, the blue. Both presidents, Blur and Isaac, took a PK and scored a PK in their opening games.
So Blur had the little tag on the shirt.
That's him, yeah, who took the PK in his socks.
It's a heavy football. It's a standard issue football. I don't recommend it. Going barefoot out there. Poland starting to settle. And as we've always said, once you get a lot of players out there, time, space is at a premium. He threw himself to the ground. Linker.
Yeah, absolutely, John. Not a whole lot of room when it's 7v7, buddy. When we were kicking around before the games, it certainly was easy. We were having a lot of fun. But when these guys are out there, it's a whole different ball game.
Well, that's a blazing effort from Poland's number 10 and talisman. Better from the Poles. Just gets that little bit of burst of pace, and that's a lethal left foot shot. And Pironi does exceptionally well.
Yeah, the replay there just giving us a dimension as to the power, the howitzer on that left leg. Great save from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Zak able to go both ways as well. Just as effective on his right or left foot. Not all players can do that. Some don't need to, of course. Messi, all left foot, but what a left foot.
What a left foot. I think the best left foot that ever existed. 10 minutes now into the first half. Italy, slightly the better team. I think that's why they lead by just one goal.
The Italians with a few more chances than the Poles.
Go on.
In the past few minutes, though, Poland have been loosening themselves. I mean, they don't have an option. If they lose this game, they're basically out of the competition.
Again, it's that physical and mental factor. In action only yesterday. Italy were in action on Saturday. Well, yes or no? You vote.
And you saw a few moments ago the secret player that was unveiled by Poland yesterday, Mata. He's got the hair, doesn't he?
He's got that. Well, yeah, he's got something going on. Don't think he got a kick. That's a bit too close to the keeper who made sure. Sabala.
Let us know in the chat. Will Italy concede their first goal today? Now it's 75% no. Come on, guys.
Changed the game. 67 saying yes. Well, Poland have to score. Tight angle, side netting.
Yeah, and one of our viewers right now, Scary TV1, saying Morocco will win this cup. We got Marcinho Bial saying Brazil will win. We got our viewers as well in Italy. One guy with a shout out to Domenico Rossi. One guy with a shout out to Lo Faso. Good to see people connected with us from across the globe.
We also want to hear from any neutrals out there. I'm sure those guys and girls are saying, yeah, my team, my country are going to win. I want to hear from somebody out there who thinks perhaps another country is going to take the title.
Fair point, my friend, fair point.
Just one back by the Italians in what constitutes midfield, a bit soft. And I think the refereeing standard on the whole has been pretty good. Again, we let the game go, and that's thunderous shot. Paulino, again, another player wearing the 0 on the back. Still just the one goal so far. Get the samba rhythm in the background, Anthony. We've mentioned it before. The rhythm and the drums are the same. The faces are the same, the shirts a little different. Here come Poland. Can they pick their way through? They can! And Italy do concede. Well, those who said the Italians would get a goal in, they are absolutely right. Poland back in it.
Yeah, lovely placement on that finish. Clinical, lethal, and low. Let's have a look at the replay here. This time, no chances whatsoever for the Italian goalkeeper. It's David Linka, the number 20, by the looks of it, equalizing for Poland, scoring his very first goal in the competition. A wake-up call for Italy.
And Poland, Linka come again. I don't want to put the kibosh on Poland, but I said they might give, well, I did, no, in fact, I said they will give Italy a bit of a scare today.
And check this out, John. After what you said there, we have some viewers in Utica, New York, saying Brazil will bounce back. Can't stop Kelvin Oliveira. We miss him when he used to play here at the MASL.
Okay, maybe you think that's Brazilians living in New York?
Well, the way they're writing here, they speak really good English. It might be Americans.
Still could be Brazilians.
Still
like
could
yourself.
be Brazilian. Like yourself. You're Brazilian as well, my friend.
If you say so. Here come Poland. Chance for number 2. That's a wonderful stop from the keeper. The follow-up drifts wide of a target.
Come on.
Almost a second.
If you're Poland and Italy makes that sort of mistake, you have to punish. The number 27 there, Kamil Piszacki, simply had to do better than that. And the rebound here from Linka also had to be improved.
Only just about getting across in time, but only just. Italy, a little bit rocked here. Game on, isn't it, between Poland and Italy? Poland, you can see the confidence has grown.
Yeah, we're talking about a renewed Poland after that equalizer. The momentum very much in their favor. Almost 15 minutes on the clock, just basically 2 minutes left of secret cards and president penalties in this first chapter.
Poland knowing, of course, they need the result almost given away. Referee well sighted. And no chance of a quick free kick for the Azzurri.
Come on.
One of our viewers asking us, I'm new here, can you please explain the rules? Yes, we can.
Give us a couple of hours to do that. There's a lot to talk about. Let's see what Italy can do here. Pulled across, half-hearted appeals for a handball, chance for a clearance. Yeah, we will talk you through all the rules, all the regulations, all the wonderful quirks of the game. That's nice footwork, and in the end, that save goes to a friendly face. We'll talk you through the rules as they come up. That's the easiest thing. And you also, if you look into the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you will see a written explanation. Anything that happens, it will be explained. Anthony can give you a good rundown. And also, as we are here in the mega city of Sao Paulo, the Together for a Dream tickets available, of course, for the final at the Allianz Parque, home to Palmeiras.
Tickets available on our website, kingsleague.pro. Make sure to get yours. Basically, I'll explain one of the rules. In the first 5 minutes of the first half, you start the game 2v2. After every minute, we have what we call a scale-up. So a player from each team enters the field, and we work our way up till 7v7. That's one of the rules right there.
That's a simple rule, isn't it?
That's a simple rule,
There's
yeah.
lots of things to look out for. Balls being dropped from the ceiling. There's a dice involved as well. The cards can be the key. You're going to see the cards. You're going to see penalties taken by presidents. You might even see shootouts as well. So there's loads to look out for. And Anthony, here's one to explain right now.
Yep, in the final 3 minutes of the first half, all goals are double. So they count twice. So for example, it's 1-1. If Italy score in the final 3 minutes of this first half, it'll be 3-1. So the goals count double. And someone's activating a president penalty right now. That's another rule. When you activate your president penalty, the president of your team takes a penalty kick. I think that's pretty straightforward. So just some of the more important rules here.
And I'm not sure why, but we get a different coloured ball as well for this 3 minutes of
for the double goal.
Goals.
Yeah, just to
remind us.
Yeah, just a reminder, just to make it easier perhaps to explain another rule. If the president is not physically present here at the stadium, then it has to be a shootout from one of the other players. That's an important rule as well. So
I think as we go on in the tournament, we're going to see more and more presidents inside this arena. We saw the man with the accordion, didn't we, yesterday? The quick fingers were just whizzing around, moving those little keys or little digits. Well, we've got...
There he is, Isaac. He took a penalty in the previous game against Algeria and scored. One of the more well-known Polish esports commentator, former professional Counter-Strike player in the Kings League World Cup of Nations. He serves as co-captain and co-president alongside Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of bleached blonde hair. And if hair is your thing, you know what I'd like to know? So look at this president penalty. Best haircut tonight and the worst as well, apart from mine.
No, your haircut's better, buddy.
Well, let's see what this president can do, and he has it turned away. It would have been a chance for Poland as well to double their score take.
Yeah, he should have done what he did against Algeria, taking the penalty kick down the center. Instead, he went for his left, Gianmarco Chironi's right.
That was not a good penalty.
Yeah, you have to do better than that. So Poland waste their presidential penalty. Isaac returns to Team Poland's booth. And we're still at 1-1, about to enter the double goal mode, everyone.
It really would have been a chance, because had he put it away, Poland would have been leading by 3-1. It's another.
So we get a president penalty on the Italian side, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it, really, tactically, when you've got a chance. This one is played back to the Polish back line. Even Stevens here.
Yeah, but they can't use it now.
Poland in the ascendancy after conceding first. And easily plucked out of the air. If you can't quite get it, it says block when a keeper makes the save. This is a game inspired by video gamers, of course, who help decide many of the rules and regulations of the King's universe.
18 minutes now, 120 seconds to go before we wrap up this first half. We're going to have a president penalty as soon as the ball goes out. The Italians with a chance to regain the lead. Keeping in mind, Gianmarco Tocco, aka Blur, also scored in the opening game.
Well, that's a real pile driver. Might even send Italy on their way. Poland momentarily exposed. Pirotti, who's been very quiet, gets it back. Tries to create space for his team. And here come the Italians again. A little bit of time to maneuver until that crunching challenge. Going nowhere, Italy, on that occasion. And that clock is ticking down. Italy trying to play those tight spaces, can't do so. Poland need to get rid of this one. Can break themselves. Overplayed.
The ball finally goes out.
No sign of the Italy president.
And just to clarify for one of our viewers, you know the presidential penalties do not count as a double goal because you cannot use the presidential penalties in the minutes when you get the double goal privileges.
Actually, the Poland penalty became what was hit before, wasn't it?
Yeah. The card was activated before the 17th minute. Almost.
Again, it makes sense, doesn't it, really? Posse of blue shirts move one way, the ball went the other. Looks like we will end this first half. One apiece, you can hear the countdown in the background. 20 minutes gone then, one apiece here between Poland and Italy. The Italians scoring first with Rossi, and they link up.
Yeah, very exciting halftime. We can really point out, John, a very even contest between both of these teams, right? Italy broke the deadlock first. Poland equalized, and I think in the first half, Italy with a better side. And then we got a renewed Poland after that equalizing goal. So I wonder what Claudius Hirsch, he's the head coach of Team Poland, I wonder what he's saying to his players. And you can really see, John, how they're concentrated. Time for the captain's take.
Ale wciąż wierzę i naprawdę dla mnie to było wzruszające wręcz, że nie trafiłem tego karnego i od razu podbiegli do mnie piłkarze polskiej reprezentacji, żeby właśnie podnieść mnie na duchu, żeby powiedzieć, że i tak to zrobią, i tak to wygrają i to, no, jakby to tak mnie zbudowało, słuchajcie, to było tak miłe, że jasne, jest mi przykro, jest mi z tym źle.
No pewnie, nie masz tutaj się załamywać.
Ale widzę, że na boisku dzisiaj jest lepiej, że jest więcej jakości,
no
prawda?
Właśnie.
Na pewno dobrze to wygląda z naszej strony. No, ta jedna bramka stracona na początku.
W pierwszych spotkaniach, gdzie Włosi przecież wygrali bardzo wysoko z Francją, my jednak przegraliśmy swój pierwszy mecz. Tutaj, no owszem, jest wyrównane spotkanie, ale mam wrażenie z lekką nawet przewagą.
One piece here at half time. We look at the Italian camp.
Yeah, there's head coach Mauro Micheli.
Noi abbiamo un rigore presidenziale in più.
Calma infatti, calma, è lunga.
Calma, è lunga. Che serve?
Che siamo in collegamento. Però noi non mi sentiamo.
No, we don't hear you guys. It's useless you guys try to talk with us.
Might be a slight tech problem with the Italian side, even though they're just in a cabin just down the road from us. One apiece then here between Poland and Italy. Anthony, one apiece. Italy scoring first. Poland then inflicting Italy's first conceded goal. Poland wound up for this confrontation, knowing they need the win. No draws, of course, that's another factor.
Now it's time for the dice roll. There's Chatmo, captain of Team Netherlands. He's in the VIP bridge. This is another rule here. Whatever this dice lands on will determine how the first 3 minutes of the second half will be played. So right here, we're going to get 1v1. Right, so for the first 3 minutes of the second half, that's another important rule for you guys in the chat that are asking us how, of course, the game is played. We're going to get 1v1. And that, of course, opens up space, room, and opportunity for drama, for excitement, for goals, and hopefully, John, we get some of that, buddy.
Yeah, in our experience, limited experience with this wonderful format, is that it's the half-time, or straight after the half-time, when the game really swings one way or another.
Yeah, we saw this in the game between Algeria and Poland, basically a dead first half. He's completely changed in the second half. One of our viewers here saying, I'd imagine this game will break open, more goals, hopefully. It certainly could happen.
There's the ball in the cage, almost right in front of our commentary position, and power and strength here from Poland's talisman. It's a combination play, and Poland not breaking forward here with any pace, and Italy with Ivan has to make sure that he can keep Poland's number 10 at bay. Goalkeeper needs to maybe come out and support. Of course, you can't risk leaving yourself exposed. Referee says, on your feet, mate. You know he's got the technical ability. Has he got the drive? A keeper makes a crucial stop.
Próbowała w stronę bramki, ale wypada na rzut rożny.
With a couple of great saves now as well.
Yeah, for a split second you thought it was slowly going to roll in. These are the two players who started the 1v1 at the beginning of the game, right? Domenico Rossi and just Sak, two players really put together quite the battle. Huge shout out to our viewers in Albania and Bulgaria, John, checking in with us.
Great to hear everyone from around the globe. And these two do battle again. It's wonderful skills. It goes one way, then the other, and sends it between the legs of the keeper. This is the capacity this man has. He is a match winner.
Yeah, talk about that left foot on Norbert Jacak. Make that 4 goal form in the competition. Here's the replay. A left-footed laser, a certain amount of luck in it as well. Underneath the goalkeeper, it doesn't matter. Back of the net, Poland turn it around, 2-1.
Well, Italy now with their work cut out. Hammered France, 8 goals to 0.
3, 4.
No, he's not going to get that one. He doesn't have the lightning pace of old. But he's a chunky player. He's a physical player. Now, this is going to be interesting. Can he make it 3? Well, a little bit too flash and flamboyant. That's the kind of thing that you would try, isn't it?
I would definitely try that, but my friend, for you to score something like that, the execution needs to be perfect, and it wasn't there.
Here come Italy. Good stop. And I think we've praised Kazan so many occasions. Let's see what the Italians can do. Oh, still alive. Can he find the net? He can! And I think Poland really shooting themselves in the foot there. Colombo's goal, but really, I was about to say that we've seen his skills, we know how important it was, but that attempted lob has cost his team.
Yeah, what a way to push all the way through. Punched his way through the Polish defense, found the space, found the angle, found the goal. If Matteo Perotti hasn't shown up for Italy thus far, Alessandro Colombo has. This is the second most improved player for Italy. 2 goals for him in the competition now. Keeping in mind, John, this is the guy that scored 31 goals in the first split of the Kings League in Italy.
Yeah, for me, that's a real turning point there, because it could have been 3-1 to Poland. Maybe the Poles watching will be thinking, yeah, it should have been 3-1. He went for a spectacular lob, and he got it spectacularly wrong, and then Poland punished at the other end.
Yeah, 2-2, a very even contest. I think we expected it to be this way, right? 4 goals thus far. A very, very decent game. I'm having a lot of fun. You guys across the globe are having a lot of fun as well.
And Colombia against the Netherlands will come up straight after this game as well.
Yeah, Colombia versus the Netherlands, that's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. Both teams looking for a rebound win, especially Colombia, the current runners-up, losing to Morocco.
Clever ball over the top.
So yeah, just to explain to our viewers now, after minute 23, up until minute 36, that's when the teams can use the precedent penalties and the secret cards. And more often than not, this is when the real excitement kicks in.
Yeah, it becomes a little bit more tactical now. Italy were absolutely perfect in their win against France. Got everything right on the pitch. Tactically offered as well, used the cards absolutely perfectly.
One of our viewers asking us here, this is the loser bracket, right? No, not right. We're not there yet, buddy. This is still match day 2 of the group stage. We got a long ways to go before the losers bracket. And of course, we don't have the losers bracket. We got the last chance. Which is a lot more fun than the losers bracket, if you ask me.
Well, one of our producers, Caio, is saying it's okay to be a loser. Don't say that to a Brazilian. That's a rocket shot, but off target. And if you want to look cool and trendy, look at the Kings League Urban Crown collection. You can look cool and you can look moody. It's just given me a really moody look right now. I can't match it.
I'm just thinking about the fact that it's okay to be a loser, which at the end of the day it is, because you learn a lot on your losses, right?
Don't say that to the likes of Ayrton Senna, who said, what was it, second place is the first of the losers. I like that attitude.
Well, that's a harsh way to look at it, my friend, but he's not wrong.
Again, look for the corners. You're getting explanations here, 23 to 26, the secret cards and penalties, as Anthony's already said. So if you are new and you're feeling a little bit confused, we'll help you along the way. Stumbles, referee races across.
Dangerous foul for Poland right in the face of goal. Lovely run here from Oliver Zareba. He only didn't go all the way because Perotti brought him down. A different Perotti today than what we saw against France. The number 10 hasn't really switched on.
It's done nothing.
When and if he does, then Poland will be in trouble.
Yeah, quiet. He's putting it mildly.
Hi, Henry. Can you hear me? Hey, just my wrist.
I think the gesture.
Yeah, there's the referee, Leo Capizani, the excellent Kings League ref from Brazil.
Not here. Hey, not here. Okay.
I think, again, the refs do like to explain the handball rule. Chance now for Poland. Couple of step overs and driven in low. That's perfect. Absolutely brilliant from the Poles, who lead Italy once again.
Yeah, it's that left foot from the number 8, Karol Bienias. We saw it against Algeria. He scored a great goal from a similar position against the African side. And now he does it again against Italy. The low laser in. Nothing the Italian defense can do about it. Poland have the lead. Wow.
You know, I don't want to say I told you so, but I was still early days.
When did you say that?
You go back, you listen to the videotape.
Really?
I said Poland might. No, I didn't say might. In fact, I said I think Poland might give Italy a little bit of a test. We're still a long way to go, of course, a long, long way. And I could end up with egg on my face, and Poland might be extremely miserable, but they're putting on a bit of a performance for
my friend, if you say so, I'll believe you.
You see the highlights on YouTube or on other channels available, of course.
Absolutely, all the highlights available on YouTube on the Kings World channel in several languages, which makes everything all the better.
Now let's see what Italy can do from the set piece. Can they follow suit? They can't.
Deflection and corner kick, though.
Well worked. Really well worked by Poland. Just that little bit of space as well for that ball to sneak in. Italy wanting to come back. More drama will unfold here between these two.
No hand!
3-2 to Poland.
Huge shout out to our friends at Trident. After all, we're at the Trident Arena. This is the place to be, ladies and gentlemen. This place is absolutely majestic. What an atmosphere, what an energy.
Italy needing something. 29 minutes on the clock.
No fault!
Loose. Kind of match-winning performance he showed against the French. Again, it's all about context, isn't it? That 8-0 scoreline, that massive thumping. Now here come Poland again. It kisses the uprights as they start to take control here.
What was the Italian defense thinking? What an absolute great through ball from Jacek to pick out his man, Tadrowski. That was the right idea. That's what you have to do off the post there. Poland so close to jumping to a 2-goal lead.
Again, context, isn't it? Italy did everything right against the France side, who got everything wrong in the end. There's a bit more of a contest. The added bonus, or not bonus, the added interest, of course, is that Poland know they're fighting for the survival. Still, Italy have got it in them. Have a lot of talent out there.
Interesting to see how Italy are going to respond. It's the first time they've been in this situation over the course of the competition. They were very comfortable against France. It's a whole different story now against Poland.
And ticket reminder, if you are in the city of Sao Paulo or thereabouts.
Not only that, John, this is the predictor right here. Tournament is live and you can predict every round. And the predictor, of course, is on our website, kingsleague.pro. You can predict who's going to win it, who's going to lose it, the surprise team, everything on our website, kingsleague.pro. And of course, if you go to our website to predict, make sure you buy your tickets. kingsleague.pro final, January 17th.
Tickets, clothes, do shopping.
Yep.
Whatever you want to do on the site.
Statistics as well. If you're a nerd of numbers like me and you want to see the numbers, who's got the assists, who's got the goals, teams, stats, players, you got all that on our website as well.
Still here, Poland. Narrow lead against the Italians. It's getting that time. We're going to see cards. We're going to see the Italian penalty as well. We're going to see Poland moving forward right now. It just clears the upright after a powerful run. Got away from the final man and maybe a yard or so. That noise, Anthony, tells us something.
Yep, it tells us something that we like very much. Secret card. Time to inject some adrenaline into this game, and the Polish are going to activate the secret card. What is it going to be? Maybe a joke, or maybe a shootout, maybe a penalty.
Again, there's the written explanation, the written contract in the bottom right-hand corner of your screens at home. Poland looking confident, looking organised and clever, looking robust. Almost give it away, the kiss of death, and do in the end. As the Italians moving forward, Perotti has been very, very quiet. A bit too tight for a shot on goal. Ball refuses to go out of play.
Yeah, Italy at the Nations last year, John, started off 3-1 loss to Japan, and in the subsequent game were knocked out by Spain. A different Italy today.
Who can break here? Perotti sees options, and Italy are back in it. Just like that, Italy full level.
Yeah, a goal to make me go quiet, huh? What a finish by the star man for Italy in this game. Once again, Alessandro Colombo, the number 11, one touch on the ball. It's all he needs. Far post. What a placement to equalize for Italy. He's got 3 in the Nations. Incredible.
Well, Perotti, the man we said, has been quiet. We see the card, Anthony, and it's a shootout.
A shootout for Poland. A good chance to try and retake the lead. It's Jasak, I assume, who's going to take it. He didn't score against Algeria. Can you do it again against Italy?
Yeah, I think the Poles wanted that card to be in place before they suffered that equaliser. They couldn't get the ball out of play, stayed in.
And of course, we have a lot of Italian flags in the bleachers because we have a huge Italian community here in Sao Paulo. There's the Trionda, the official ball of the FIFA World Cup this year. Will Italy be there? We don't know.
DAZN. He's also got only 5 seconds to release the ball. Goes for a tight angle and he's thwarted. I think he got it wrong. You have to get the control of the ball from the very first touch to put yourself the way you want your body to be positioned.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't use his left foot, which is his good one. Excellent work there from Gianmarco Chironi to close down the angle. It seems like the nerves got the better of him there, and we have a precedent penalty on the other end. Blur with a chance to make it 2 for 2 for him, and 4 to 3 for the Italians. Wow, John, what a game, buddy.
Has this gone pear-shaped here for the Poles? Because they had that 3-2 lead. They wanted to get the ball out of play before they rolled the card. And then it was 3-3. And they had the shootout, and they missed the shootout as well. And where's the label on the shirt? Is it going the right way? Hang on, he says. Normally, the problem is getting the president out there in time. The president penalty will come, but not quite yet.
Not quite yet, momentarily. What a game. It's really back and forth, John. Hard to predict who's going to win this one.
Well, before kickoff, one of the questions was, will Italy concede a first goal? They've conceded 3. They've had a tough old time. That's a shove, surely. Yes, I think so.
Yeah, a foul there from Alessandro Gelsi, the number 23. He picked up a yellow card in the first game, and now Fleur can step in. Coming up, Colombia versus the Netherlands. Los Cafeteros taking on the Dutchmen. It's going to be a good one.
He probably wants the camera angle from a different position. Get a little bit frustrated. You can't get frustrated. You've got to get the right mindset for a penalty.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very concentrated. Doesn't seem to be in a good mood. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be in a good mood either.
And he's got no boots on as well, so interesting. And that kind of the handshake from the keeper. You know, if I were a keeper against an outfield player, I wouldn't be doing that. Right, this is big moment here, a very big moment. As he sneaks it in. Maybe the whole bravado looking a bit nipped before he steps up. But in the end, more confident. It's a reasonable penalty as well.
Yeah, he didn't look in a good mood, but the penalty kick was certainly good. Great placement. Low and in. The goalkeeper went the right way, but the effort was too right. 4-3 Italy. What a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, and all I can say, he must have some very tough feet as well, because I've tried kicking that cannonball a few times with shoes on, and believe me,
yeah, when it comes
painful.
Absolutely, my friend. When it comes to the president penalty, Blur shoots ahead. The only one so far who's 2 for 2.
Well, Italy in front now as a break on here. 2 against 2. Perotti on goal is thwarted, but he gets a very fortunate rebound. And this game is swinging Italy's way.
Yeah, certain amount of luck. Not a certain, actually, I stand corrected. A lot of luck for Perotti, and this is why the deflection there, the deadly deflection off of David Linka. Great for Italy, heartbreak for Poland, back of the net. 2 goals in less than a minute. Italy have the 2-goal lead, make that 5 for Alessandro Colombo, or rather Matteo Perotti in the competition. Reverse penalty.
You better explain that one.
Yeah, the reverse penalty, important to explain. Now Italy get to select an opposing player on the Polish side to take a penalty. If they score, everything stays the same, 5-3. If they miss, it counts as a goal for Italy. So in other words, the scoreboard would become 6-3 in favor of the Italians.
I mean, we saw against France how clever the Italians were with their use of cards the first time out. So just to repeat that, if the Polish player scores, it's no goal. If he misses, Italy get a goal.
Normal penalty.
Well, Mata has been chosen. I don't think we've seen him out on the pitch.
This is the secret player that was unveiled yesterday. He was the one selected to take the PK. So Italy are placing a lot of confidence on their goalkeeper, Gianmarco Chironi.
Dress my whistle.
Now, haircuts can be very deceptive. Mata, it is. Well, it's saved. Hit it high, and as the old expression goes, that good height for the keeper. That was not convincing.
The Italians shoot ahead, 3 goals in less than 60 seconds. Very, very close to their second win in 2 games. What a start to goals now.
Well, Poland, who were looking so good for a large chunk of this match, now staring defeat in the face again, but there's still time. 3-goal deficits. This one's played across the top. 3-goal deficit, Anthony. I don't think we've seen anyone come back so far, but there's time.
Yeah, we've seen 2. The case with Indonesia coming back against India, but 3, especially when we're closing in on what most likely will be match ball mode. Roger Guerreiro is on. You might recall him, former Polish international, played at the Euros in 2008, scored in that competition, in fact, against Austria, the youngest player for Poland to do so.
Guerreiro wearing the number 6 shirt.
He, who is Brazilian, born in Brazil in 1982.
A reminder, coming up, Colombia against the Netherlands, possibly slightly later than 7 p.m. local time. It's around 6:52 if you're into that kind of thing, just to give you a time scale, but we might be there. See what drama we've got here. Here come Italy, wanting to put a great chunk of daylight between them and the Poles. Onus firmly now on the side in white. Hear the countdown in the background as we get to that crucial 36 minutes.
Match ball mode it is.
Another explainer required in a second or so.
With match ball mode, the game will only end when one of these teams score goal number 7. Right, so if Italy score 1 more goal, then it's over. The match ball mode starts 5v5. After every minute that goes by, one player steps off till we get just the goalkeeper and the outfield player. All right, match ball moment is coming, and that part allows me, reminds us, of course, that Fortnite is just absolutely incredible. You're just in the last 2, you know, John?
Well, yeah, you're right. At the moment of stay calm. Don't mess up, Anthony. That's the important thing, because everyone's watching, everyone's listening, and here's the same one play can decide the entire match.
Yeah, but it's this mix of chaos, John, with a tense calm that's too good, both on the field and in the Fortnite match.
Yeah, that's it. Chat. And if you want to feel the emotion, the excitement later, you already know what to do, but now look at it here, because it could be over in a second.
Yes.
Like our careers.
Yeah, sometimes you're watching, sometimes you make a mistake and everyone's watching. So, just like what happened now. All right, John, here we go, buddy. Match ball mode, 5v5. It's a scale down every minute from here on out. Smiles in the Italian camp.
Yeah, no surprises that Italy in the driving seat. They score, they are just about home and dry. They are home and dry, looking very good for this competition. Ball dropped from the ceiling. Poland have a lot to do. It's the first to 7 essentially, because Italy leading by 6-3. Can the Poles produce a bit more magic as they did from that wonderful set piece? It seems such a long time ago now. Poland with plenty of bodies forward. Vote for your MVP. Use the name of the player and get your votes in quick. Come Poland, trying to find a way through, almost do so. Again, a wonderful stop. Chiarone stretching out that right paw to deny the Poles.
Yeah, Poland almost getting one back, almost a lifeline. But Gironi, one of the best players on the field, said, not today, buddy, ain't gonna happen.
Topo, Mario style, but without the goal at the end of it from Poland's number 10. Again, look at the top of your screens. 5 against 5 now. That again, denied. Good challenge. De Gio. And every minute which goes down, each side loses a player. You'll hear the sirens going off and the countdown. Unlimited substitutions. Italy well on top here, needing a goal, can't afford to sit and wait, try to catch Poland on the break.
All 4 of Poland's players are outfield players. There's no one in goal.
Can they produce something here to deny their chances? It's the Brazilian straight at the keeper. And this is going to bounce wide of target. That is the danger, isn't it? As you just pointed out.
I mean, risky attempt there from Roger Guerreiro. When you finish from there, you have to make sure it either goes out or it goes into the back of the net, at least in the corner.
Well, Poland in their situation, they lost the opener, they're losing here. It's all or nothing. However, you need somebody as cover. And this man produced the goods. He's in a tight corner, maybe he's run out of steam. Off goes the Brazilian.
Make sure to vote for the MVP of the match in the chat. Make sure to vote by name, not by number. All you have to do is write down the name of the player you think is the MVP in the chat, okay? It is that easy.
39 minutes on the clock. Referee's just
quick count. Yeah, we're getting a few votes here that it's Colombo. I think that would be my vote as well. He's got the brace.
Well, here come Italy. Looking for the goal which will kill this match. Perotti was the provider moments ago. Can he strike? Great footwork from him. Wonderful dribble work, and he does it! That's the Perotti we saw against France. Absolutely wonderful dribbling skills, and he gets mobbed by the blue shirts.
You know, John, what I have to say, better late than never. Right, he certainly turned up, and it's his second goal. He's got the brace. He's got 6 now in the competition. Lovely trickery, lovely footwork. What a way to dance in front of the defender, to send his man the wrong way. And then a certain amount of luck there as well to beat the goalkeeper, who was able to get a touch, but not enough to keep it out. 7-3. The Italians are flying in Brazil. It's as if they're playing in Italy.
Scintillating skills from Perotti right at the end, and as you predicted, Colombo gets the MVP. Perotti, a late show from him, but Italy marched on for Poland. Who was it who said that Poland might cause Italy problems? Was it you? I can't remember.
If my name were John, that would be exactly me, my friend.
But I thought Poland played pretty well, actually. But this is the thing about this form, isn't it? The King's Universe, things can turn so quickly.
Yeah, it was those 3 goals in a span of 60 seconds that really tilted things in Italy's favor. The reverse penalty worked, the president penalty worked, and of course, for those of you who will follow every moment of our cup here in the Kings League, attention, this right here will be one of the most disputed items of the World Cup, becoming a unique item. And there's more. KTO is the owner of this true relic. So a huge shout out to all our friends at KTO. Look at the Italians celebrating, having a good time. Make it 2-2 for Team Italia. An 8-0 battering over the French, followed by a 7-3 victory over Poland. Poland in a very tricky situation right now. 2 games, 2 losses. Welcome back, everyone, to the Trident Arena in São Paulo, Brazil, where we are just a few moments away from Colombia versus the Netherlands. The Netherlands versus Colombia. The percentages show